What up, you insomniac fucks? We're here. AD
Ooh.
30 late night episode 7, I believe it is. We're here. AD's out of focus, but we're focused. You get it? You heard?
Get your
Welcome.
mind right. Well, that's nice energy. That's nice energy, Bird. What it do,
Yeah,
son?
how's it going?
It's
You
good.
know,
Another week. Another fucking week. Another flocking week, buddy.
yeah, we
Cheers.
fucking.
Hey, cheers, dude. These bev companies aren't paying for the bills yet, but they will be.
They will be, dude. Once they
Too
realize that
good.
people on the planet, they're gonna be doing what we do.
They're gonna give us a fucking Heineken bottle that says sleep on it.
Sleep on it. Bill Cosby edition.
Oh my god! Wow. Welcome.
Welcome,
Well, what'd you
to the
say?
late
Episode 7. You know what I mean?
night. So the 7th episode.
7 weeks.
Episodic.
Crazy, bro.
Consecutively, 2 guests.
Oh,
One better than the other. Crazy. I'm not gonna say two. They both had okay episodes.
Yeah. Llama didn't have his. Llama wasn't as talkative as normal, you know. And I think it was just we took over. You know.
I think he felt a little out of place. He was like he said he's always like the host of the show, never just like on the show to be on the show.
Hey man, we also have just riveting conversation, brother. You know. Well, let's get the elephant, the big head out the room. Yo, the pre llama late night beef is crazy. Go check out.
Funny enough, it shows that he's cord.
Huh?
It still shows that Roman's in the cord on my end.
Oh, for
yeah, him and Rob.
Oh man,
you know.
Shout out to them. I kind of like the beef. I just was like, it might get. It felt like it was going too far. I didn't want nobody to get mad off of it, but also it's the same network. You know what I mean? I like the friendly banter though, because it's like it does kind of feel like, I don't know. It's weird because I'm on both shows, but I do want. I'm not gonna say which show I want to be better than the other, but there is one I have in my head that will be a bigger one.
You know.
Oh man.
This is the main show. That show has to lead up to a main show.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's what he wanted. In terms of like Gabe, like he didn't want to start like a podcast. He just wanted to get some like reps in, basically. So I was like, yo, we do the pre llama, we make it a little thing. So it's kind of like practice for both of us. But then I think when I posted it on YouTube, then I was like, oh, like it feels like a real show. You know, like I mean, it got views.
Get the people going. It's provocative.
Yeah. But this week, man, what we see this week? Where you want to start?
Damn. I don't remember. I had something. Let me see. So I really do like the idea of the legendary home run fucking thing.
Yep. A legendary home run derby with old school players.
Yeah, old school players, and I mean, I think it would be cool to modify the rules a little, just to make it a little bit more exciting. You know, maybe make it 300 feet.
Make it honestly. You got to do that the day before. So you either that or you got to do it way earlier. But I feel like that's prime time shit. Like if you get some old school players and have the new players on the field while they're doing it and get their reactions when they're hitting bombs and shit, like the energy will be crazy. So I feel like that is like a main. Like 7 p.m. type shit.
Yeah.
But
or you do it during the Celebrity All-Star game. They do the old school Celebrity All-Star game.
Right. Or you do it right after.
Yeah.
So you do the Celebrity All-Star game and then that home run derby. But imagine like the energy if you're seeing like fucking Ken Griffey at 45 just tanking shit. You know what I mean? Like now, who would be your pick to win?
Oh, either Poppy or Pujols. Probably Pujols because he's the most recently retired. You know, so that's got to make, you know, he was just hitting bombs last summer.
What, 2 years ago? Last year?
Yeah, he hit 701. First season without him. You know, so that makes a big difference.
You know who would be my sleeper pick?
Alex
Rodriguez.
A-Rod.
I can see him like just for the show, like because he loves that. He's the kind of guy that loves that shit. Like
that. It was mama. He's like, Cameron Diaz, this for you, mama. Pow! No cheats. This one's for you, Papa. Pow!
Has Cameron Diaz come out, throw him a pitch, he smashes it 700 feet. Wow. You said something about a softball, like them doing it softball, like a softball field size, like kind of like the celebrity game.
Yeah.
Would you like that though?
I mean, it doesn't have to be that small. You can definitely do it larger than that, but I think like 375 is crazy. What if nobody hits? What if like 3 homers get hit throughout the whole fucking thing?
I don't think so though, because just my experience playing with like in men's leagues and shit. There's old heads that be dropping bombs, and these guys are like we said, legends in the game. So to me, it's like you don't lose it, you know, especially if it's BP. Now, if fucking facing 100, that's a little different.
You're throwing 70 little boppers out there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and if they know what's gonna happen, I'm sure these guys are competitive enough to like go play it a little bit.
I'll be a homer if you throw me a nice 70 right down the plate.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
You know,
I was doing it when I was like 14 on the Mets field. I was hitting. I never hit it out, but I was hitting off the wall and shit like when I was young. I wasn't old enough. Like when Ruben like stopped working there, I wasn't old enough to like actually see if I could do it. But when he would like throw some practice, be hitting off the wall like, oh yeah, I could take this shit deep eventually.
But it would be dope to see like Ken Griffey Jr. and the prettiest. And then they had like legendary pitchers throwing on the ball, like Randy Johnson throwing pitches to fucking Ken Griffey Jr. for the Derby. You know,
that'd be a little hard. I don't know if they would do that.
Pedro Martinez throwing pitches to fucking Ortiz.
That'd be hard though.
You know, Pettit to A-Rod. You know, and they just got to throw little bloopers across the fucking plate. They just got to get 90 feet and be a strike. You know, that'd be cool to have like legendary like duos, pitcher, batter, teammates to do that together.
Yeah.
You know, or even funnier, a legendary pitcher home run derby, or just a pitcher home run derby would be hilarious.
Think, honestly, talking about it, I think like just a fucking actual like legendary all-star game with like old players that used to play would be hard. Like actual baseball.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah, because like they still could. I mean, they're not gonna be throwing hard and shit. You're not doing it for that. But like, just imagine like you see Roger Clemens throwing like 85 and like 45 against Ken Griffey. Like that would be hard. You know what I mean? Like somebody might get taken yard, you know, like it's just for fun.
Back in the day, me and my dad used to go to Pete Rose's celebrity all-star games, and they used to have like Mike Piazza and fucking Aaron Carter, Matt Dillon, and they were playing baseball, real baseball games.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. And then we would you got on the bus together and all went to the Pete Rose restaurant.
Yeah.
That isn't even there anymore, but that was a cool thing, and that was like low budget celebrity fucking charity shit. Yeah. If the MLB hosted it, they can get some names out there.
100%.
The NBA does it right. The NBA does the celebrity and legends game, and they get big names out there. You know, they had J. Cole Duncan.
Yeah. I mean, if they were to do it like, I mean, obviously the softball game is kind of, it just evens the field for everybody. It's like kind of fun. You see like people like they can hit bombs, they can triple, they can have fun. Like if it was like an actual baseball game, there is a little skill gap of that. So like if you're playing against legends, like of course they're not gonna be like fucking Jenny Finch is hitting. They're not gonna like try to dice her like crazy, but you know, like it'll be a little harder than a softball game. So for that,
Ricky, like, pitch run, dude.
Huh?
Ricky
yeah, right. Do you think he still got it?
I put him in a wheelchair, dude. Out there with the walker, dude. I actually just watched Ricky Henderson highlights like day before yesterday. He was I watch him wild pitch, steal first, steal second, steal third, steal home, all with the same batter on the plate.
Insane. You seen that new kid do it for the Reds?
Yeah. Yep.
That kid is fucking nasty. And today and yesterday, he's thrown pitches. He's thrown from third base to first, 95 plus. He threw I think it was like 97 across on like a moderate like depth play or whatever, and then today 95 from the fucking lip of the outfield. Like, god damn, bro.
What's your favorite MLB moment
ever?
Yeah, I have two. I can't put it down to one, but
I know yours is like Mike Piazza hitting the home run.
That's one of them.
Yeah. Favorite one that sticks out is like Johan throwing the no-hitter. Yeah. Low key, like honestly, because he was my favorite pitcher my whole like time I played baseball, and then did it for the Mets, so it was like fire.
When Jeter nose dove into the crowd. Out with that right there, come up with the fucking bloody face.
Yeah. Also, Jeter's last the walk off. That
Oh
shit was
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
That was hard. Yeah, I would have to say, like, if I had to pick one, it'd be Johan though, throwing the no hitter for the Mets, because again, my favorite pitcher the whole time I would play, but him and Pedro, and they were on the same team. You know what I mean? Like for my favorite team at the time, like fire.
Yep. Yeah, that Mets team was, you know.
That Mets team could have been it.
Yeah,
It should have been, honestly, like with the names. Like think about it, young David Wright. You got Johan number 1, Pedro number 2,
Ryan Piazza,
fucking Delgado at first,
Reyes at short.
Beltran, like I think Reyes at short.
You know, Piazza playing catcher and hitting fucking bombs. You know, that was a squad. Fucking Yankees beating us in 2000. Those cocks.
Tangeray got a good one. He said, well, shout out Saya Dargo said 777 episode 7. And then Tank said Jose Bautista's home run in the playoffs, which I mean, I wasn't watching baseball at the time as much, but yeah, that shit definitely a legendary moment, because that was one of the biggest bat flips at the time, like, ever. Like at that point, nobody was bat flipping like that.
Bartolo's home run. The Bartolo home run at 45, 320 pounds.
What? Fucking the Padres.
Left,
yeah.
As a Met,
yanked it.
Got all of it.
Yeah, the big sexy, bro. Oh man, yo, I want to get your thoughts on some fight shit.
The brim matches the shirt, by the way, everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say that earlier. I kind of wearing the blue as well. But what are you thinking about Fury Ngannou? Officially announced. They don't. Do they have the date? I know it's in August, I believe, but I don't know the date. Like
November, I think.
Oh, November.
Yeah, I think there is a date.
There has to be. I mean, they announced it, but
what do I think?
Yeah, like what? I mean, obviously, it's not an exhibition. It's not no weird.
It's a fight.
It's a fight. Yeah. Now there's
October 28th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, they're getting the bag. I mean,
Saudi Arabia. I forgot. I think Ngannou said 8 million.
You said 28th.
Yeah.
October, right before Halloween. You said Ngannou said what?
That he's gonna make 8 million or some shit, but Khabib just said he's gonna make about 50 to 60 million for that fight, which means Fury's gonna clear 100.
Maybe.
He has to. There's no way they're gonna get paid the same.
Maybe. You know,
but I think he's gonna get pieced up.
I think he finishes him in the first round.
Ngannou Fury in the first round.
He hits him like he did a Stipe. Yo, the thing is, right? All right, we seen now. Obviously, Ngannou is not technically as good as Deontay Wilder. I would not. I would think, like, if they fought, they fought in this capacity, I would pick Wilder. You know what I mean? But again, Ngannou has the hardest punch on earth for the most part. I mean, that we know of. You know, that we've seen. We've seen him put people's lights out. Of course, with 4-ounce gloves, so it's a little different. Obviously, this guy's gonna dance on him. Like, that's the thing. Like, Ngannou's gonna
Wilder. We saw it 3 times. Okay, the first time was a draw. Okay, and it was an actual draw.
Now, my one question is, can he take a punch like he took from Wilder? Like the one in the first fight where he got knocked down and came back
at the light 9.5 seconds and pops up like the Undertaker?
Yeah,
absolutely. Because I don't think Wilder's power is going to translate as well in a boxing stance. And in boxing, you got to have defense and offense at the same time. Like, you have to be able to throw a punch without being punched. You have to have ring control. Fury has all that. Ngannou has, I'm going to walk in, I'm going to hit you as hard as I can, as many times as I can, until you hit the mat. You cannot throw MMA wild shots at a boxer.
Yeah.
You just can't do it. And Fury can dance, he can jump rope, he can ballet, he can fucking tap dance, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to that kid in there.
I mean, it should be a masterclass. I'm just hoping it's a little bit more. And what, you think it's 12 rounds or so? Or like 8 rounds? It's not an exhibition, so that's the thing. Like, is it going to be a long fight?
Is it for the title?
Oh. That's another thing they haven't been clear on is if one of them loses, well, obviously, like it doesn't matter really for Francis, but like if he loses, if Fury were to lose, would it go on his record? They're not really clear on that. Like if it will not be. So even though it's not an exhibition, I don't know if it's like because that's what people were saying about the Floyd Conor thing. Like Floyd's 50th win was against Conor McGregor, you know? Like,
Yeah.
they counted it. So
Would it have counted if they would have lost?
yeah. Because it was like before the fight, it was like established. Like if one of these guys loses, you know, goes on the record, it counts. And the fight was too big for it to be like, for you to be like, nah, he didn't lose. You know, like if Conor would have slept him,
Yeah.
it was too big to be like, nah, he didn't lose. We all saw him lose. It's not, and also at that time, it's a different time. Like now, it's like these fights are common, these crossover fights. Obviously, back then it was the first one, so it was like a little bit. To me, the fight was like a little bit more realistic back then. Now it's like modified for the benefit of making money and just putting on a spectacle, not necessarily.
If Francis gets pieced up, do you think the PFL drops him?
No.
If he just goes in and looks absolutely stupid?
No, because they signed the deal. Then
we're gonna see him in fucking.
They signed the deal, and I think they would have to put that in the clause beforehand. I don't think Ngannou would have went for that. But also, there is like people saying like, what if he just doesn't fight anymore? He makes so much money. It's like, why we fight? You know, which could happen.
Which is gonna happen, I believe.
Maybe.
You know, we're never gonna see John and fucking Ngannou. It's never gonna happen.
No.
Sorry, fans of whatever sport you're a fan of. That's never gonna happen.
Sad.
We have a better chance of seeing Liddell Ortiz 4.
No.
You know, which none of us want to see.
We don't want to see that. But yeah, I don't think we ever see John fucking Francis. But I do think we see him fight at least once in the PFL.
You think so?
I think, yeah, for sure.
He's gonna fight Jake Paul. He's gonna fight Nate Diaz. That's what it's gonna happen. Nate said, "Give me Francis." The PFL said, "Okay."
That'd be fun. He submits him and shit. Leg lock in the fourth.
That's one of my favorite Dana White quotes. So we couldn't fight Nate. We couldn't fight Nate to fight. He's like, "Give me Francis." Dana was like, "No, dude, we're not. You're not fighting Francis Ngannou." Why? Why not? I'll fight 220.
Now, do you think? The fight's too far out to have like an actual prediction. But do you think Francis gets out of the first round?
Yeah, I think Tyson Fury is just gonna beat him up.
He's gonna play with him.
It's gonna be jab, jab, duck, jab, jab, right hand, jab, jab, body shot.
But that's the thing. I think in this scenario, especially with somebody like Francis, like the Conor Floyd thing, and another thing, Floyd was defensively great. That was his strength, you know? So it's like getting hit by Conor's left hand for the first, like, you know, avoiding that left hand for the first couple rounds was pivotal. Now, I think it's a little different with Ngannou's power to, like, play with him in that way of, like, not play with him in terms of, like, he's just food, but, like, sit around too much. Like, obviously, I'm sure Tyson's aware of his power. It's not like he's got hit by Wilder. He's got hit by a guy with massive power.
And stood up.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, does he take one of those from Francis? That's the question that like makes this fight kind of intriguing. Other than that, no. What if like first punch Francis throws, hits him, knocks him down? No, just knocks him. No, but just knocks him down. That changes the course of the fight.
No, because if he knocks him down
and he gets up,
yeah, Francis was like, "Fuck, that's never happened to me." MMA fighters don't see a 10 count.
Yeah,
you know, once you get beat up enough, the ref is like, all right, boxing, he can sleep him, bro, and hit him with that 8-second, 9-second stand up. And Francis is like, what the fuck do I do now?
Yeah.
You know, and then with Tyson Fury, you're not gonna hit him with the same shot twice. So if you rock him with the left and drop him, that left hand is not gonna hit him again, clean to drop him.
But I think if he drops him, it's an uppercut. Be some fucking Hadouken type shit.
Possibility, dude.
No, I mean that's what makes it interesting, right? Like, other than that, we're not looking for this. We're not looking for the fight of the year.
last fight. I mean, it might be though, bro. They could go to war in there. They could just go in there and just start throwing bombs, and he knocks down Nagano with a 3-4 punch combo. Nagano knocks him down with one shot. Then they go 3-4 more rounds. Boom, boom, boom. He drops him again. Eyes closed. That could happen, bro.
Francis got knocked out by Stipe?
Yeah, I think. No. Does Francis lose?
Yeah, to Stipe.
Did he? Yeah, okay. Was it a knockout?
I don't remember. Maybe not. Was decision. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Which is, for anybody to have to go 5 rounds with Nagano, is a fucking...
Yeah, because it was a war. Or unless he finished him in like 3 or 4.
Oh, I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, but it was a war, and that's why I think Stipe when he fought him.
5 round decision.
And that's why when he fought again, he didn't eat that punch as well.
Unanimous. It's so sexy to see Jones versus Stipe and the cover of fucking the profile. I'm on Stipe's ESPN profile, and the first thing, John versus Stipe, 11-11.
Fuck, bro.
That's fucking hard dick shit right there.
I mean, we'll break that fight down when it gets closer, but like initial thoughts is like it's not gonna be as quick as Gone, but we'll.
What if it is, dude? What if
if it is, it's scary. That's scary.
Yeah, just right to the mat, and then John goes, "I have 6 more in me if they all end like that." That's.
I'm curious. All right, so Tom Aspinall. I'm very high on Tom Aspinall. Like I feel like I talk about him a lot, but he's fighting this weekend. I want to see how it looks off of his injury. But I do feel like if John fights long enough for Aspinall to like develop a little bit, I'm saying like long enough in like terms of like let Aspinall get like 2-3 fights in before he fights John, right? I think he can give John a test just from what I've seen.
Yeah,
like a young guy. It's almost like the Dominic Reyes type thing, but at heavyweight. With a heavyweight guy who I think like Aspinall's a little bit more skilled than Reyes in all aspects of MMA as opposed to just like the stand up or whatever. So I think again, that would be my fight. Like if John runs through Stipe like that, dude, like this division's over. It's his.
It's his until he decides it's not.
Like that. I mean, if he beats Stipe in that manner, even if he finishes Stipe in the first round.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like 450 right before the 5 minutes. He finishes him in the first round. It's looking grim for that fucking heavyweight division. Like, you might as well just start throwing anybody there. Like, Derek Lewis try it, bro. Like, because it don't matter.
Fighter that might beat him, bro.
That would be hard. He goes on a losing skid, fights John Jones, just uppercuts him. See ya, buddy.
Double leg, and he hits him like he did that one guy.
The only person would be Francis. Right? Like, that would be the only person you'd be like...
The Russian dude.
Oh, yeah, but see...
But it's a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a primary attacker, stand-up John's going to beat you.
He's just going to wrestle you, man. But like that... All right, so with the Stipe shit, now if he doesn't finish him in the first round, I think we're getting a war. I think overall, like, if I had to pick right now, 3 rounds, battle, John probably pulls it off. You know what I'm saying? 3rd round. But for those 3 rounds, it's going to be a fight.
A minute and a half slugfest. Middle of the ring, boom, boom, bow, clinch, boom, boom. Somebody drops.
What if Stipe knocks him out in the first round?
He can.
Yeah, of course he can. But I'm saying, like, he stuffs a takedown and just puts him away. Like, what does that say?
Tie-in.
You think Stipe retires off of that?
I think they fight again. If Stipe wins, we get a rematch.
Nah, we would get a rematch if
Stipe John 2 is bigger than Stipe John 1. But not if John wins, though. Because if John wins, it's like, why are you fighting again? It's like, that's what the world thought was going to happen. Yeah, Stipe wins, like, and plus John.
Not if it's a 5-round, like, that's the
champion. They deserve a rematch anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think champions deserve it if they get, like, a couple defenses. I mean, it's John, so.
I mean, he has. Yeah. He hasn't fought in a non-title fight since 2011.
Now, but like,
what is that?
Stipe, I don't know. Again, we'll talk more about it when we start seeing like them interview and shit. I'm curious what the fucking press conference is gonna be like.
I think it's gonna be very cool.
It's gonna be buddy and shit. Like,
buddy. There's gonna be jabs thrown, but it's gonna be very cool. It's gonna be like This is my weight class. Oh, it was, dog. I'm here now.
Yeah.
You know.
Old head talk.
Yeah. So Francis fought you twice. He refused to fight me. Or the whole press conference is just them, bashing fucking Francis.
Francis is a bitch. What's that have to do with my question? I agree. Okay, Steve.
Yeah, fuck him.
All right, let me get your opinion on. See, again, I have the pre-Llama show, so I talk about a lot of these topics. But I enjoy talking fights with you. So, what's your opinion on the Utah card? Dustin Poirier versus Gaethje.
I want to say Poirier because they're both such nice guys, though. They're both just like good dudes,
Warriors, like, you know what I'm saying, like bang, and then they're nice guys.
Like, they're fathers, Everything we hate John for is why you should love these guys.
That was beautiful. Everything we hate John for is why these guys are fighting for a fictitious belt.
About two bad motherfuckers that they are not.
Now,
but I do think Poirier is gonna win.
Yeah,
I can see Gaethje winning. You know what I mean? But
I just think Poirier is overall better,
and he's such a nice guy, dude.
Yeah, but no, it's just skill wise. Like, even like the Conor fights, the last two Conor fights, like the way Poirier looked in those fights where he just looked like the dominant fighter. Obviously, it's a Conor that's a little bit down, and then like we seen Poirier fight Khabib, so it's like,
yeah.
In that, I mean, everybody looked not good against Khabib, but the way Poirier looked, I mean, even somebody was shitting on Gaethje, but the Fizzy fight, you remember that shit, like recently?
Good against, not good, but
he came back because he was getting beat a little bit.
Conor looked the best against Khabib until he lost. Nobody looked that good against Khabib in the ring.
Arguably, Conor took a round.
Arguably. Yeah, probably maybe the only round anybody's ever taken against Khabib.
I think they give out Quinta a round on him.
And maybe Gaethje?
No. He finished Gaethje fast. Remember the way he finished Gaethje was scary. I don't know if you remember that, but I remember he put him to sleep.
Parents are in the crowd.
He's like, I had to break his bone. Put him to sleep.
I put him to sleep. It's more humane.
That's crazy, dude.
I think Pereira might win.
I think so as well. My point on the pre-Llama show, which I think will play out, is that the information we got from Jan versus Izzy is the same game plan you would try to do against Pereira, right? Like, same kind of stand up and shit. But I also think like Pereira's just bigger, so he's not going to be able to lay on Pereira the same. And obviously Pereira trains with Glover, so I think that's another like aspect. You got like a high level ground guy that's as heavy as you, and also, I mean, Pereira's power, bro. Like, Izzy doesn't have the kind of power that will put Jan out. I don't think. Even if Izzy was piecing him up, and he was piecing him on the feet.
He kicked him. You headshot.
Yeah, of course.
Hand power.
Pereira sleeps anybody.
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah.
Maybe half of the heavyweight division.
Anybody. I think he sleeps anybody because he just
a stretch that. What if fucking Pereira wins the title? John beats Stipe. Heavyweight Alex Pereira versus John Jones for the heavyweight championship while he's light heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
It'll be the first time John Jones fights the light heavyweight champion while he's not the light heavyweight champion since he's won the light heavyweight championship.
I mean, would that sell though? Maybe not.
I think it would, and then you get Pereira to be the option that he might become the first light heavyweight double champ besides DC.
Yeah, I was about to say DC, but yeah.
Yeah. But DC did it the way.
Huh?
DC did it the other way, right? He was heavyweight champion first and came down.
No. He was light heavyweight first. And then went up.
Yeah.
Because he had it less. He had the heavyweight championship less, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Just because of like John, the way John kept fucking that. When DC was champion, John was fucking up a lot.
Yes, that was the era.
Yeah. But that's an interesting take. I think the more interesting fight is Izzy going up, right? Like, if Izzy does beat Dricus, really, there's nobody in that division like that. Like, it's
Just
not.
why go up, bro? You're about to go fight this guy in his absolute powerhouse.
Of course, but that's the
Yeah.
challenge, right? Like, if you're
Yeah.
Izzy,
Yeah, but you lose again. It's like, ugh.
he's already lost to the guy 4 times. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many more times does it really matter? Like, and he's beat him convincingly. But I'm just saying, like, if Izzy goes out and beats this Drickus guy, really, what in that division is there for him? Besides, like, maybe like Bo Nickel, who's not ready to fight. Because Bo Nickel does fight at that weight class, I believe.
Yeah.
But he's not ready to fight Izzy now, right?
He might be. Why not?
Nah, dude, you don't do that to him. Like, he's a star, and I think you could build him up for like at least another year before he has to fight Izzy.
Takes Izzy down. You know,
If Izzy,
Bo is as good on the mat as Izzy is standing up already right now.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
right. You know, and if you give him time, you're just gonna teach him.
Bo Nickel. All right, so I don't think Bo Nickel's the kind of guy that will fall in love with the knockout.
No,
it seems like he's like a hard worker. Like, he knows what got him to the dance. He knows he's just like he wants to win, right? That's what it seems like, at least.
His bread and butter is
if his ass was a little punch drunk in terms of like knocking people out and try to fight Izzy, he's getting put to sleep.
Yeah,
easy.
You know,
like
but
easy.
And Ronda Rousey's him.
Because another thing too that people don't say, and it happens a lot now. He says he still lives like, because he was a Penn State wrestler, I believe.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know. But I'm saying, like, he still lives in, like, by Penn State, so he can train like with wrestlers and shit. Now, if like for some reason, because you see it with wrestlers all the time, but like even Gaethje like was a high level wrestler, but then like through his MMA career stopped wrestling as much. I feel like I don't know. I don't see him doing that. But if it does happen, like, and he starts like wrestling a little less, that's the kind of skill that you do need to have a lot of repetition in. You know, especially in MMA. So I don't know. I mean, other than that, but still, that's a year away, bro. A year away before I want to see him fight Izzy. Yeah. Because I want his star to rise. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think he's really talented, and I want to see his shit rise.
Izzy right now doesn't kill your star, your rise.
Is that losing?
Yeah, losing to Izzy doesn't hurt.
Yeah. No, yeah. I guess it's a win-win.
Yeah, but if he beats Izzy, it's like, holy shit, dude. You just went in there, and what if he goes in there and, you know, Cyril Gons him?
But can he beat, like, that's the thing, like, can he beat somebody like a Derek Brunson? Right now. Like,
if the wrestling goes his way, absolutely. If he can get in there and just get one single leg and chain wrestle, take somebody to the ground, there's nobody in that weight class that's touching Bo Nickel if he can keep the fight on the mat. Nobody.
Yeah, but I'm talking about being an MMA fighter. Like, Derek Brunson is, I mean, also, we got to say Derek Brunson is on a decline since, like, a couple fights already. You know what I mean? Like, last couple fights, he hasn't looked like he was when he was, like, on a tear. He was on, like, a 7-8 fight tear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if a good version of Derek Brunson comes, he might present some kind of challenges for Bo Nickel right now in this moment. Now, again, a lot of people are saying that they shouldn't rush Bo Nickel and they should give him like maybe like a top, not even a top 15 guy. You know, like top 20,
top 5. Fuck that, top 10.
No, but they're saying don't give him that yet. Just let him keep beating these guys. Like,
yeah, to pad his record so he can fight Izzy and be fucking.
Bro, but he's also like he's 5-0.
Yeah, that's
in
what
his
I'm saying.
Pro career, which is crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So you're gonna throw him. Oh, let's throw him a top 20 guy, and then maybe throw him a top 15. Let's throw him another top 15. You know, he gets.
I say
that matters, and then time he fights anybody that matters, he's fucking 9-0, 10-0 already. It's undefeated Bo Nichols, and then you're just doing that to
make him look good.
Obviously, you haven't done enough yet to like just let's skip the 1 through 5 guy and just fucking you get to fight Izzy, you know. But O'Malley does it. Fucking Patty's doing it.
Patty's not doing that shit. Patty's actually the one that they're like holding back a little bit, and I also think that has to do with the skill, like his skill set.
Yeah,
like Patty's one again. What I was saying about what could happen to Bo, but Patty, think about it. Patty's a jiu-jitsu guy who's falling in love with knocking people out, and it's kind of like throwing a little chink.
Love as a street fighter. You know, that knocking people out was his first love as a street fighter. You know, that's that's him as a person.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Connor. No matter you can teach Connor any fucking martial art you want, he wants to go in there and sleep somebody.
Yeah.
That's where they come from.
But also his skill set on the mat is so high level that it's like you're letting people. Again, it's the same thing I'm saying about Bo Nickel because he's a little bit further, but you're seeing like he's not. I mean, again, he hasn't fought in what, like almost a year now at this point.
Who, Bo Nickel?
No. Patty. No, Patty.
Yeah,
it's like close to a year.
Barely won that fight.
Yeah, and in that fight, it showed like his ground game wasn't that sharp. Even the fight before, where it was a jiu-jitsu guy that he could have put away, he was like trying to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Like his shit isn't as sharp, and that's the thing with Bo Nickel, where I want to see him like climb a little bit. Like give him a top 20 guy, maybe after if he beats the top 20 guy convincingly like this, like in the first round.
120-3 was his collegiate record.
120-3, yeah. He was saying he was like, I've always been a favorite. Like the thing is, like he will lose in the UFC. He's not gonna be like that.
He might not. You know, you can't. Anybody who's undefeated is undefeated for a reason. 5 fights, 10 fights, 15 fights. There's a reason.
Nah, but 5 fights is different.
And if he stays better than the people he's fighting, he can be like that forever. You know what I'm saying? If he keeps himself smart and say, let me get 3-4 more fights before I fucking want to compete.
What I like about like UFC fans and us, like us being like part of the UFC fans, I feel like we call, like if a guy is good enough, we call him to fight the higher level guys because like we could see talent. Like I feel like if you really watch the sport of UFC, you like see their talent, you see them. I don't know, it's a weird thing. Like I feel like you're probably the same as me, but like when I watch a fight, I'm like, oh yeah, like this guy can compete, this guy can't compete.
Yeah.
You know, you just can see.
I played him with Derek Lewis 3 fights ago. You know, I saw it with Derek Lewis 3 fights ago. He's the gatekeeper.
No, yeah, you did call it early on because we saw a lot of Derek Lewis fights on the fight campaign.
And then you and Mike are like, no, bro, da da da. I mean, I'm telling you, he's Donald Cerrone. You know,
I want to believe in him though. I believe
in him now. I think he can go on another 4-fight streak right now and be number 3 in the heavyweight division.
But he can though. That's the thing. Like Derek Lewis, again.
There's no weight class he can't sleep either.
All right.
You know,
we kind of rambled about this spot.
All right. Costa and Ikram.
I think Ikram's gonna win.
Yeah, I like Costa though.
I do like Costa, but I think Ikram's gonna win because it kind of seems like they're feeding Costa.
Yeah,
new guy.
El Kukui versus Bobby Green.
I like Bobby Green, but I want I want Ferguson to win. To be honest, for me, I was saying on the prelim, that could be fight of the night. I could see that being a banger fight, like decision war. You know what I'm saying? Like fight of the night type shit. But in my heart of hearts, I pick Ferguson, even though I like Bobby Green's style more.
This is so dude. What a tank. Michael Chiesa or versus Kevin Holland?
Kevin Holland.
Yeah, me too. I like Holland so much.
I love Holland. Yeah, he's got one of the best personalities in the game.
Run your mouth, Wonder Boy versus Michael Pereira.
Yo, this is what yesterday. Yeah, of course. But this is what yesterday when I was talking to Gabe about it. He said Steven Thompson. I don't know him. I said Wonder Boy, dude. Like what? Like
that was fucked up, Kevin Holland. Like really bad. Like broke his arm with kicks.
Wait, I thought Kevin Holland won that fight. Steven won that fight. Why is Kevin on the top? I think. Well, yo, do you remember what happened in that card with Nate Diaz, Ferguson, Kevin Holland? Remember they had to switch up? It was like Chimaev versus. Yeah.
It was supposed to be Chimaev and Diaz. It ended up being Chimaev and
Holland.
Fucked Holland up. Holland went up 5 and then fucked up and then Ferguson got fucked up by Diaz. Dude. Diaz was playing games with him, laying down, standing up, ping ping, leaning on the cage, hitting him with shots, ping ping. Like, come on, dude. That was a clown card.
No, honestly though, I forgot about how that fight played out. I changed my Ferguson pick. If Ferguson comes out that sloppy against Bobby Green puts him away quick.
Yeah, but I don't know if they came out that sloppy or if Diaz was just on
He's just
one.
that good. He was like ready. He said, "I was supposed to fight Chimaev. I get this guy. Let me beat him up."
Dude, he like laid on the cage and they got up, doo doo. You know, and he was like going to dap him up, doo doo. I was like, first we gotta rewatch that fight, dude. Then
Maybe
he
so.
like bends over like he can't breathe, gets up, doo doo. All right, dude. Like Ferguson, you obviously he's okay. Stop walking in there with your chin up, dude. And then Derek Lewis versus fucking Rogerio de Lima.
Lewis. I feel like they're trying to feed Lewis, but I feel like Lewis is gonna knock him out because again, being the gatekeeper, you can still put these kids away. These
Right.
up and comers, you can still put them away.
There's a big fight coming up, bro. Sterling O'Malley is about to be fucking. I think Sterling's gonna beat him up, but you know, for the crowd.
Oh, dude, I don't want to have to go against either of them, dude. I want to be Switzerland in this fight. Because I prefer both of them. I mean, I prefer both of them, but I like both of their content. I enjoy both their personalities, both their fighting styles. I like what Sterling has been doing in this division since he became champion, because like he really is proven that he is that guy in this division, right? And it was out of the nowhere. Say that again?
The card's kind of whack. Like the whole card kind of sucks.
I thought it was but you know why? Because this next card is crazy. No, not the London, but the Utah one is crazy.
Yeah.
You could have put a couple of those fights on the Boston card and been all right.
After that, you're giving us Holloway and Zombie, which is just going to be a war in the middle of fucking. Holloway, I think, is going to absolutely destroy this kid.
Nah, okay. It's like what Volk did.
Like maybe worse than that. You know, Korean Zombie is going to keep coming straight up, and Holloway is just going to do.
Nah, but Volk did some crazy shit to him.
Yeah, I think Holloway's just going to keep it standing.
Volk said, "You sure you're okay to do this?" And they stopped the fight. He's like, "I don't want to keep hitting him."
Holloway put that one guy's hands up. He said, "Bro, this so."
Nah, Holloway does have one of the best clips though. When he looked at the desk and said, "I'm the best striker in the UFC."
That's the best, dude. I'm the best boxer in the UFC. But he had that dude that he put the guy's hands up for him. He's like, "Yo, keep your hands here." Like, what the? Don't ever fight me. Tell me, yo, listen, bro. You don't want me to punch you in the face. Put your hands up
and still slip one in.
Slip one in, dude.
Oh,
that's gonna hurt me, dude. And then they're giving us guns, Spivak.
On that card?
The next card after Holloway, Korean Zombie.
I think the next couple cards are gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I mean the main events are anyway.
Yeah. I want to save my opinions for the O'Malley shit, but
no, because I was just going down to see there's some big main events.
Oh yeah. And then obviously you got the fucking Izzy Drickus. That's gonna be at some point. There's a New Zealand card coming.
Grasso Shevchenko. That's gonna be a good fight too. The women's fight. You said New Zealand?
There's gonna be a New Zealand card, or not New Zealand, Australia.
Yeah, right now there's no main event. To be determined. The only fight
and the Dubai one
is Carlos Uberg and Dawoon Jung is the only fight on that card.
Wait, Oberg?
Yeah, Oberg versus Dawoon Jung.
Ooh, that might be the Izzy Drickus.
It probably is. That's the Australian card.
I think so because
that's the only fight that's booked so far on the website on that card.
No, because there was a rumor that all the city kickboxing guys are gonna fight on one card.
Yeah,
and Oberg was on that list, so it might be that fucking card.
Probably.
New Zealand shit, which I mean, that's kind of crazy for Drickus. Like you get a championship fight and they rush you a little bit. That kind of sucks.
And then there's another women's fight on the same card as Grasso and Shevchenko. So there's gonna be two women's fights that fucking card. That's cool. And then Gastelum fights in that card too. And there's a lot of fucking big cards.
Gastelum is one of those guys that gets affected by Izzy's greatness. He kind of got washed away, not washed.
Yeah, like Robert Whitaker.
No, Robert's still there. The Drickus fight hurt Robert more than him losing Izzy. If he would have won that fight, he would have fought again for the belt. You know what I mean? And it would have been like the situation of like Usman Covington, where like Usman always says like, if I wasn't here, Covington would be a champ. Like,
not anymore.
I mean, yeah.
because Anthony walked in there and headshot.
Fucking little Leon
Yeah,
Edwards.
King
Leon
Leon.
Edwards from fucking from the ends. Man from the ends. We're at 45 minutes. You want to keep going? You want to end it?
It's up to you, dude. I'm having a fun time, but my Xbox has been on this whole time.
He's ready, dude. We
I
did.
mean, I just
We
turn
did
it
tell
up.
Donna we were.
We could definitely use her as an excuse to end the show, dude.
Hey, I felt like it was a good energy show though.
Absolutely, dude. I'm having a. Oh, actually, let me end it with the Mountain Dew story.
Oh yeah,
First
yeah,
of
go
all,
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
so
Late night exclusive.
hold on, there's one of these. So me and Gabe one time, Roman, Mr. Too-Raw himself, the co-host of, the subpar pre-llama show.
Come on,
Um,
bro. I'm on the show, dude.
um,
My ratings are high.
hey, I'm sorry for your co-host, dude. It is what it is.
Love you, dude. Wait. You're not saying anything. You're not saying anything.
Am I here?
Oh, there you go. He's like, you were talking. I didn't hear that.
I said your co-host as a shitty co-host. But anyway, me and Roman went to brunch one time. I don't remember if it was his birthday or I think it was just me and him, first of all. And we go to brunch downtown West Palm Beach, catches outside. And we're going round for round. I'm buying around, he's buying around, I'm buying around. He's getting fucking plastered. He's getting to a point where I gotta drink. It's like his turn to buy rounds, but I'm done with mine, and he's half drunk. So I like drink his shit when he's not paying attention. So he'll like, "Hey, yo, this was on you, dog," you know. And then he's getting fucked up, you know. So I was like, "Am I doing brunch?" And now it's like 5 p.m. like it's the day, and he's trashed. And we fucking go downstairs or whatever. We go to Nico's Pizza, beloved Nico's. If you haven't been there, go there. If you've gone there, go there again. And we get the pizza or whatever. And I'm like, I was like, hey, what you want to do? He's like, I'm trying to go back upstairs. And I'm like, all right, let's go for a walk first, dude. Let's go walk around the block. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, all right. So we get sodas. I get a Mountain Dew. He gets a Mountain Dew. We walk 1.5 blocks. This Mountain Dew must have dropped 11 there, and he would kick it. He's dropping it in like the water on the curbside, and then he picks it up and drinks it, closes it, drops, bro, over and over again, dude. And then I meant to like walk a different direction, but we walk in front of my car. He's like, "Yo, that's your car?" I was like, "Yeah, dude." He's like, "You want to sit in it for a minute?" I'm like, do I want a Mountain Dew drop? I'm like, oh, you can fucking listen to the car for a minute. We sit there for like I don't know 2-3 minutes. Yo, you trying to go? Like, all right, but the best part of the whole thing is this dude could not hold this drink for a block and a half walk, dude, and he just kept dropping it on the floor.
These are the kind of stories that make me feel like he doesn't drink with us because of these stories, dude.
But it was a normal thing though. I was chilling.
I mean,
Not that
he's not
I wasn't,
us though.
I wasn't.
We're built different, dude.
He could be.
Maybe.
He
can smoke as much as us for sure. But I'm talking about just like, bro, like me, you, and Hen are like we're different when it comes to like drinking, bro. Like we're like
Homie there too.
Huh?
Homie could throw it back with the rest of them.
Yeah. Good, but yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, like he doesn't do it. He doesn't do it like we do it.
Yeah.
He's a little bit more responsible with it.
Yeah, no bit. I have 7 drinking beers next to me.
This is my 3rd, and I just started drinking when we started streaming.
Yep, 32 ounces fucking on the way to Del Rey, you heard?
We didn't even finish that shit. But like, on some real shit, when it comes to drinking, we're different. Like even like
Ray, I just talked to him before this, and he was like, "Yo, when I'm gonna be able to see you again?" I was like, "In March, dog." He's like, "March." I was like, "St. Patty's Day." He's like, "Oh shit."
St. Patty's Day in Denver is gonna be nutty.
Sound like a good time, dude. Be a blast, but whatever I remember.
At least the first half of it.
Let's see if Llama will come, and he's like, "That's a little better." Snake goes, "That's a little better." Yeah, that'd be so lit, bro.
If Llama came, I mean, it's enough time. Llama, and like it seems like Llama wants to do it, and his wife is like super encouraging of it. So we just gotta put the pressure on Llama in terms of like, yeah, like
I'd be
this is
totally
when we're
down.
coming, come through, like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me see what day of the week is St. Patty's Day on. What if it's like on a Saturday?
Fucking,
Oof. Tangeray
nah,
might die.
I'm definitely excited for you guys to come back. I know homie's coming down for a little bit. Excited to hang out with that man. Trying to talk Hen. Hen would be another one that would be dope to bring.
Sunday. Day drinking St. Patty's. Oh my gosh.
After fucking a Friday Saturday combo.
Oh.
Oh, nigga, we might be dead on St. Patty's.
Late night pod the next day in stew. Yo.
with the in-stew guest.
In-stew guest.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yo, we do the pre-llama, the llama, and late night in stew.
Everybody just in the background will just we'll position it so you can see everything.
There might not be no pre-llama that day. We're gonna be fucking bent.
We might, yo. I mean, we might have to just do, dead ass. We might just do the llama, like.
Yeah. We'll have Rob and Gabe host the llama.
The pre-llama. No,
and
Rob and the llama.
Yeah, dude.
No, imagine we get too fucked up. It's like, yo, guys, we need you to take care of this.
Hen and homie to do the big llama. Yo, Hen and chat mom would be hard.
They'll go at it.
That'd be great, dude. The intro's not over.
All right, man. We're at the end. Yo, episode 7, late night with AD. Jbirdy. You know what I'm saying? Good episode. Some UFC talks. Yo, what'd you say?
Sleep on it, motherfuckers.
Oh shit, sleep on it. Sleep on it. Hey, yo. Sleep on it. It's the late night with AD Jbirdy. You already know. Sleep on it.
Sleep on it.